Week 5 matchup in store here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. This defense for the Steelers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
From the 29, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there. Another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well. And he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Come back in! 18, Pioneer!
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll roll him out right. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 17, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Some more. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From the 6. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. The Steelers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
On the jump. 19, 18. Drop 60, drop 60. 19 Wyatt.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Harris running straight ahead.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Panther 60, Buffalo 18. Say, hey. Mustang 19. Trap alert.
Back to throw. Clifton. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Off the play fake. Clifton. And this one is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Throwing is Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down.
Play action. Now Jackson.
He'll buy some time right. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Off play action. Clifton. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Hawkinson crossing the middle and bringing it in. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Clifton. It's brought in by Harris.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on first down.
Clifton.
And he's got his man on the out route. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 60 Bobcats, 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make our score 14-7.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. From way up at the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this.
He's good. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Jackson. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Jackson to Bateman there. First down, Ravens.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And now the Raven defense is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go, here we go. Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw on second down.
Clifton. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 30 on second down, Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
If you think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your play.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
Carlson able to put this one through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
On second down, this is Harris.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
On the race. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Looking to throw. Clifton. Forced out to his left.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters.
Let's go now.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, here's Harris.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
2nd and 11 now.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go.
Back to throw. Clifton. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Looking to throw. Clifton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking.
And this is caught at the 20.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
That's complete, left side to Bateman. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal.
From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Here we go,
the Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. They always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Clifton. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43.
Ready? Seven Pirates. Go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
79 Broncos.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Top 50.
They'll try and throw for it. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
A handoff running left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were looking.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now Jackson.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they will take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So the final seconds tick away in this ball.